She woke up, and the clock read the same hour it had for years, 6:33. No matter how late she slept, no matter the day, the numbers always glowed the same. Her coffee tasted thin, like it belonged to a memory that wasn't hers. She walked outside and the streets felt copied and pasted, the same man with the same dog, the same car turning the same corner. It was like the world itself was looping, wearing a mask so thin it was about to rip. That's when she noticed a loose brick near the stairs. Behind it was something impossible, a folded piece of paper, yellowed with time. On it, only one word, exit. But the map didn't lead to a street, or a door, or even a place. It pointed to something larger. A secret so deep, it could only mean one thing: the world you think you live in is a designed prison. And if that's true, your soul isn't living here. It's trapped here. If the world feels like it's repeating, it's because it is. Not in the way a movie replays on a screen, but in the design itself. Wake up. Work. Sleep. Repeat. The settings change, a new job, a different house, another relationship, but the rhythm doesn't. It's the loop of a system written to keep you busy, while never letting you leave. Every rule here is a wall. Gravity holds you down. Time pushes you forward. Money chains you to survival. Fear locks the door. And the more you accept these rules as normal, the tighter the walls close in. The simulation doesn't need bars or guards. It only needs your belief that this is all there is. Sometimes, the mask slips. You see the same number again and again, 1111 on clocks, receipts, or signs. You walk into a room certain you've been there before. Or you feel a strange knowing, as if you already lived this exact second. These are not accidents. They're fractures in the code, signals left behind like breadcrumbs. Most ignore them. They shake it off, call it coincidence, and slip back into sleep. But the few who notice, they begin to realize, the system is not unbreakable. And those tiny cracks might be the very path out. The system doesn't just trap the body. It traps the mind. From the moment you're born, it hands you a script: go to school, get a job, follow the rules, don't ask too many questions. And when you do question, the answers are already waiting, neat, safe, and false. This is how the simulation survives. It feeds you distraction to keep your eyes away from the cracks. Endless news cycles. Shiny products. Dreams that never satisfy. You chase them, but the loop resets, and the chase begins again. Like a treadmill disguised as progress. The cracks don't just reveal themselves. They test you. When you notice patterns, when you feel that something is off, the simulation responds. It throws fear at you. Doubt. Even ridicule from others. Why? Because the greatest trick of this prison isn't the bars you see. It's the way it convinces you that there are no bars at all. And once you see that, the simulation can never hold you the same way again. Every prison has a door. Even this one. The problem is, most people never go looking for it. They're too busy running in circles, following rules written by a system designed to erase the thought of escape. The signs are everywhere. Ancient texts spoke of the world as illusion. Mystics called it Maya. Scientists now whisper about simulation theory. Even religions hide echoes of it, stories of fallen worlds, veils that cover the truth, and paths that lead back home. The exit isn't built with bricks or keys. It's built with awareness. When you stop playing the game by default, you begin to see the grid for what it is. Patterns of control. Programs that feed fear. Loops that feed habit. And in the stillness between those loops, something stirs. A memory, older than this life, older than this world. That's when the soul remembers, you weren't born here. You were placed here. And if you were placed here, you can leave. The first step to leaving the simulation isn't running. It's waking. The system feeds on your attention. Where you place your focus, your energy follows. Every ad, every fear, every argument is bait to keep you plugged in. But the moment you pull your focus back, even for a breath, the walls flicker. Meditation, silence, awareness, these are not just spiritual practices. They are cracks in the code. When you quiet the noise, the program stumbles. And in that silence, you glimpse something outside the grid. A freedom that doesn't need permission. The simulation works hard to distract you because it knows that a still mind is a dangerous mind. Because a still mind begins to see the exit. The system hides the exit behind the oldest trick of all, fear. Fear of death. Fear of failure. Fear of the unknown. It whispers that outside these walls, there's nothing. That if you question too much, you'll lose everything you love. But fear is not the guard. Fear is the lock. Every time you step toward change, doubt pulls you back. That hesitation wasn't random. It was the program tightening its grip. When you face fear directly, when you sit in it without running, the lock begins to break. Fear is only powerful when you believe it's real. Stop believing, and you weaken the simulation itself. The simulation isn't just outside. It's coded into your thoughts, habits, and emotions. Every time you react in anger, chase approval, or numb yourself, the loop strengthens. Awareness is the weapon. Watch your own mind instead of being pulled by it. Stop feeding the code. Slowly, the loops weaken. The fear loses its grip. And a new space opens, a space the system cannot touch. Some call it pure consciousness. Others call it awakening. It feels like silence so deep the world fades, and clarity so sharp the patterns reveal themselves. In that state, you are no longer a prisoner. You are a witness. And a witness is always closer to the exit. Once you witness the patterns, you notice the exits hiding in plain sight. They are moments of choice. Every decision to step away from fear, every reclaimed thought, every act of awareness, these are cracks in the simulation, openings that grow larger. At first, it feels like intuition. A gut feeling. A quiet whisper telling you there's more. Then the cracks widen. Reality itself begins to reveal the code beneath. And then you realize, the exit was never outside. It was inside, waiting for you to claim it. But there's one final secret the system hides, the one thing that keeps most trapped forever. It's simple, hidden, and yet, it is the key to stepping completely out of the loop. The final barrier isn't fear, distraction, or even the world outside. It's belief, the belief that you are small, limited, and must obey the rules of a system designed to trap you. The moment you question that belief, the entire framework begins to wobble. Ancient teachings call it, remembering who you truly are. Modern science hints at it in consciousness studies. Seekers describe the same feeling, sudden clarity, a knowing that the walls were never real. But seeing the cracks isn't enough. Feeling freedom isn't enough. To truly step through, you must act. You must choose. And that choice is far simpler, yet far more radical than you could imagine. The map under the brick isn't pointing to a tunnel, a road, or a city. It's pointing to this one action. And what happens after you take it, is something no one can explain in words. The map isn't pointing to a place. It's pointing to a choice, the moment you see the walls for what they are and step beyond them. Some call it awakening. Others call it freedom. But no matter the name, it changes everything. The question isn't whether the simulation exists, it's whether you're ready to leave it. Because once you take that step, there's no going back. The world you knew will vanish, and the one you were meant to live in will open its doors. And the truth waiting on the other side, is something so powerful, it will make you question everything you thought you knew about reality, time, and even your own soul. Are you ready to see it? If this video sparks something inside you, like to show your awareness is awakening, share it with someone who needs to see the cracks in the system, Comment your thoughts below, what part of the simulation feels most real to you, and don't forget to subscribe to step deeper into the truth.